What's up? I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm not using a cam today, because I feel insecure. No, I mean yes, but like no, it's not that serious. But yeah, I'm not gonna be using cam today. I just, it's not that I feel insecure as much as it is I decided not to like dress myself so I can be present on camera. Oh, that's my phone. I should turn it down. Yeah, I just didn't want to, like, you know, work was stressful, so I kind of just want to veg out, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to have to go and do myself up just to do some side quests on FF14. What's up, Steven? How you doing, bro? So yeah, I won't have cam today. But fortunately, like we're not gonna be doing any MSQ. I imagine, because these side quests are probably gonna take a long ass time. So there's not gonna be any crazy reveals. You guys aren't gonna miss any, like, you know, like crazy faces or whatever. I hope. I don't know. Some of these side quests are crazy in Endwalker. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the video game. What the fuck? There it is. Okay, I was like, what the hell? All right. I don't know if it showed up on. Yeah, it was just a black screen over there. All right. And I think I'll do some of these side quests on Reaper. I'll probably do some of these on Scholar or something I kind of want to play. I'm in a position where I have to learn how to play Warrior now, so I kind of wish that my Warrior was at level 80 so I could play it more, but it's not. Alright, so I have all of those side quests that were on the screen briefly. I think it was like 21 total. Let me see. So each of these blue quests, they give you an ether current, but they're usually cinematic quests, and cinematic quests have multiple quests behind them, so they're 4 total. So let's see. So 1, 2. I'll count the blue ones last. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I have 26 quests to do. At max. I have 26 quests to do. So it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of questing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna accept all the ones in this area, do all those, and I'm gonna go to Tertium and do all the ones in that area. So Bartholomew in Camp Broken Glass is having a devil of a time trying to keep the stores pest free. Blast it all. Overgrown bastard got away again. If only there was someone we could turn to. But who? Oh, excuse me. Didn't see you there. Pardon my mumbling. Hold a moment. Let me have a look at you. Those eyes, that steady set jaw. Yes. You're a dowdy sort, aren't you? Perfect. You are just the man I was in the market for. Our camp stores are being pillaged, plundered, and altogether despoiled, which is troublesome indeed, as we've so little in way of provisions as it is. Fortunately, the thieves left tracks, which the Garlean hunters of the area tell us belong to a variety of yeti known as almasti. The wretches are so wily that once they find a source of food, they come in droves, telling all their other accursed friends. So that leaves us— oh my god, they're ants. They're giant ants. So that— furry ants. So that leaves us with only one recourse: swift and bloody retribution. I was told to find the assistance of a master huntsman, but you certainly can't find one of those just lying about. I was fretting over whom to ask when you fell right straight into my lap, and you seem as good a hunter as any, right? If you're willing to cooperate, and I'm sure that you are, speak with the Imperial Hunter just outside the camp. He'll set you on a great path. Oh, okay, this one is in cinematic. So you can tell when a quest is cinematic if it has a picture when you accept it. Okay, so maybe not all of these are going to be cinematic ones. The commissary officer has her hands full and is in need of an extra pair. Well, well, now here's a sight that warms the heart. I never thought I'd have the honor to meet a hero of your pedigree, let alone beg for your aid. You see, I've got a shipment of supplies to send down to Tapper's Den, and having someone who knows the lay of the land by my side would go a long way to ensure its safe delivery. I defend it myself, but I have to carry the bloody thing. If you'd be so kind as to escort me, I assure you I'd make it worth your while. Well then, I'll be waiting outside the gates of the camp. Come meet me when you're ready, but don't take too long. Monsters come out of these parts. Aha! You do have a way of appearing at the most opportune times, don't you? I was only just thinking of myself. If only Hayes were here. So, it's a business. In light of our work to aid the people of Garlemald, the First Legion put to us an offer. Their service machina is ours, should we want it. Though, as we've all recently learned, nothing is ever so easy, as the magic in question still lies within city limits. The self-same engineer who gifted us with this information has offered to escort you to the site. That's right, you. Mentioned you by name, you. I would never force you to attend to a task so perilous, but it would be a great boon for a cause were we to wrangle that machina to our purposes. The area in question is sadly littered with detritus of all manner, making exploration difficult, not impossible. To that end, here. It's up to blast, bomb, and demolish any barrier foolish enough to stand between our hero and his cause. The engineer awaits you outside the encampment's limits. Find him when you're ready to brave the perils of the city. Here. I could probably accept all of these on Bard and then switch to Reaper later, so I get like movement speed. Salutations, Hayes. Forgive the abrupt nature of my question, but have you ever sat astride Magitech armor? Yes, I have actually, multiple times. Fantastic. If anyone were to have such experience, I knew it would be you. The reason for my asking is simple. I wish to get an aerial view of the city to assess damages. A Magitech pilot belonging to the First Legion was kind enough to suggest we use one of their flying units to conduct our survey. Alas, the person we initially requested for this assignment has been injured and rendered unable to board the armor. Fortunately, I found you. Or rather, you have found me, as it were. This Magitech pod I spoke of awaits you at Liminal Station 4. You'll find it performing maintenance on the armor you will be using. It will get you set up. Yeah, I see that one of the quest progressions is really close, but like I said, I'm gonna accept all of these first and then I'm gonna go. God, there's so many! Look, I love doing my side quests, but this is ridiculous. Hayes, we've received a rather urgent call for assistance only moments ago. One of our finest located a civilian and meant to lead them to safety, but was waylaid. Magitech ordnance set upon them, and our comrade was wounded in the barrage. I shouldn't prattle on any longer. This is their most desperate hour, and are in need of urgent help. The city streets can be treacherous to the inexperienced, which is why I would ask that you undertake this task. Can I count on your assistance? Absolutely. Excellent. Seek out our man in Regio Urbanissima, and provide him with this tincture. That ought to set him on his feet again, and with any luck, grant him strength enough to get both himself, and the civilians. Go cha-cha! Many in the Ilsbar contingent have been complaining of Imperials discarding perfectly good weapons throughout the city. Hayes, may I bother you a moment? I trust word has already reached you regarding the reclamation of the discarded weaponry. No? Truly? And it's good you found me. As you are well aware, in accordance with the truce, the First Legion has laid down its arms. Unfortunately, its soldiers laid down those arms wherever they pleased. Now they're scattered all over the city. Should you stumble upon, or more likely trip upon, any of this aforementioned Imperial weaponry, we ask that you reclaim it and return it to us post-haste. Please gather up anything even vaguely useful looking. You can probably draw the line at a plank with a nail through it. We already have enough of those. Sorry, taking a sip. Makago no kago. No, not you. Oh, her mom? Storm Sergeant Makako Nakago looks at you beseechingly as he winces against a child's shrill sobbing. Please, a moment of your time. This poor girl. She has come all the way from the seat of the Empire. Wow. Alone, it would seem. I meant to ask what troubled her, but she can't catch her breath for all her tears, let alone speak. I'm not accustomed to children and their handling. I can never say the right thing, but perhaps you will have more success in calming her than I. Could you try to soothe whatever sorrow plagues her? What's wrong? Where is it? There it is. Relax, it's all good, I'm sure. Thank you. I feel a bit better now. What am I doing here? Well, Mom said we might find some food at your camp. But on our way here, one of the buildings started to crumble, and a big bit of the wall hit my mom, and she's still trapped under it. I tried to pull her out, but Please, she needs help. My word, you needn't worry, little one. Help is on the way. Ace, follow her to her mother. See if there's aught to be done. I will round up a few soldiers to assist you, just in case. I will save her mom in a second. Look, she can wait, okay? Oh, I looked at the camera. Camera is not on. She can wait, alright? Look, it's just a little rebel. You know, Barney. If it isn't Hayes, the timing is fortuitous. There's a request I would make of you, one on the more perilous side. As you know, we are working day and night to escort this city's residents to safety. Unfortunately, some Magitek Colossi seek to undermine our efforts, but to directly engage them would result in catastrophic collateral damage. Luckily, it not need come to that. Garland Ironworks is a product known as a Magitek Plasma Cannon. That means nothing to me, I confess, but word is this creation of theirs is capable of stopping a war machina dead in its tracks. Sounds too good to be true, I know. Well, here's the rub. The silver bullet is a damn costly thing to develop, and they don't want anyone just anyone handling it. Sid put your name forward, though. He thought you would acquit yourself well of this task. I know it is a deal to ask, but should you decide to aid us in our efforts, we'll be waiting near the station. Oh, dude, blast a big-ass laser at a giant robot? Absolutely. Okay, so this is a cinematic quest. So this is going to be 4 quests total. The first one is the only mandatory one. Well, mandatory, it's all optional. But most people do unlock flying. So this is the only mandatory quest, but they'll usually end it with like, if you want to help me further with my plights, just come see me, right? And then you'll get the 3 quests after that. But they'll have like actual cutscenes. I've seen you before, in Tertium, yes? I was part of the first group transferred here, but there's someone I'm trying to find. A small boy, red hair. Have you seen him? He's probably still refusing to budge. Oh, my apologies. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Gala, 1st Legion. I've been doing what I can for the refugees, though. I suppose I'm one myself. That coat is fire. Is that a Garlean coat? I guess it is. Yeah, that's really cool. You see, I've always tried to help those in need. Some call me a busybody. Some call me a busybody, in fact. Before joining the military, I was a member of the Vigiles Urbani, and it was our duty to keep the citizenry safe. Old habits die hard, though, which is why I'm determined to look after that lad. He's been separated from his parents in the chaos, but he won't leave the station without them. Thing is, that's no place for a child his age to be fending for himself. You've seen the conditions there. He needs food and warmth, which you and yours have been kind enough to offer. You should go back to the station and try persuading him to join your camp. Could I trouble you to accompany me? It'll do him good to see you're not the monsters he probably thinks you are. Thank you. Well then, no time like the present. Okay, so only 5 quests can be displayed at a time. I don't know if I can change that, though. Probably not. Oh, I can. Nope, it's at max. Okay, well, it's at max. We'll just do the closest ones and then fan out from there. Yeah, a lot of these are in the city. I'm gonna try and, since we're just kind of chilling and doing side quests, I'm gonna try and do fates as well as I see them and like come close to them, because I think I'm at 20 now, so I only need to do 40 more. Hold a moment. I know you. Yes, you're one of the Eorzeans who was brought to the station, aren't you? I was told that I would receive assistance from one involved in the contingent's decision-making processes, but I must say, seeing you here comes as a shock. You seem the sort of person that has to be above the sniping of vermin. Are you the time to spend on such menial tasks? Very well. I won't press the subject any longer. Your assistance will prove invaluable, I'm certain. Now then, time is wasting. Let's reconvene in the Eblin Rime, Yamasty's territory, where we'll set the trap. This is cool. Garleans and Eorzeans working together. You know, it only took the death of 3 people and a lot of persuading and kidnapping. You mean it? You're really going to help me? She's just over this way. Quickly. Follow the little girl and try not to fall behind. Yeah, I figured it was going to be like this. Fall too far behind, speak with her again. Oh, hit me, hit me. Every time. I'll talk to you later. She said rubble. Are we going all the way to the city on foot? Oh, we're probably going up there. If I had to guess. I think this is a bridge out of Garlemald. Because Garlemald is here. Like this is Garlemald, but this is like the city outskirts area, and like the city is up here. I get attacked by monsters. Stop running through them. God damn it. Just in case it catches up. Okay, fuck off. Oh shit. Is she breathing? Please be alive. I'm tired of people dying. Oh, thank God. Okay. Such strength. Was that some sort of magic? Forgive me. I had begun to panic, thinking I'd be trapped forever. Thanks to you, I could walk away with my life intact. I'm so proud of you, my little soldier. How brave you were to seek help as you did. Must have been so scared. I was. But that's when I met this real little soldier. Littler than me, even. Oh, the Lalafell. And he asked this nice man to help us. So that's what happened. We were at the station when they announced the truce, so I know that we're no longer at odds. But even so, I imagine it's difficult for some of you to see us as anything more than the enemy. Your contingent is kind indeed to take us in as you have. It is more than I expected, to be sure. I was prepared for something of a fight, in fact. But so long as my sweet one depends on me, nothing shall stop me from making sure she's safe. We are survivors, come what may. I'll set out for your camp once more. Farewell, sir, with my most heartfelt gratitude. Before I go, do give my thanks to that warrior my daughter spoke of, should you see him again. Nice. I'm going to go into the journal and I'm going to mark off quests that I've completed. I'm just going to show them to not display. Actually, no. Better yet, I'll do that, and then, let me see. What quest do I have on right now? Stranded. Plasma. Ordnance. Place. A place. And, what was it? Best delivery goal. There we go. So that'll ensure that these quests stay on top, no matter, like, what I accept. And then, as I finish them, I'm going to put more quests on top. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. So that way it's still tracking, like they're not hidden. And as I turn them in, the quests will pop back up. The other ones. Oh shit, there they are. Forgive me. This is all my fault. If only I'd noticed them sooner. I hope I don't give the injured soldier compact explosives. I cannot thank you enough. I would surely have succumbed to my injuries had you not come along. You see, a nightmare of war machina set upon us out of nowhere, and my medical supplies were destroyed in the opening volley. took a rather nasty hit myself, but it would have been a lot worse if this kind lady had not noticed the enemy approaching. I owe her my life. It was nothing compared to the bravery you showed in rescuing me. If not for you, No, I shan't speak of it. It's too grisly a thought to put into words. You've nothing to worry about now, I assure you. Please, allow me to escort you to Camp Broken Glass. Food and succor await. Join us, will you, Hayes? The soldier who sent you here must be eager to hear of your exploits. Oh, we got a little trauma bonding. Okay, good luck, you two. But yeah, no, it really is cool to see, you know, after spending so long with, like, Garlean being adjacent to, you savages, you are worth nothing but the scum on my boot, you know, and now we're actually helping them. And they're helping us, you know, it's actually really cool. Like that side quest the other day where we got fuel up and running again in this area. Now all the survivors have it. It's a shame that the side quests aren't canon. I mean, they're canon, but like it's a shame they don't affect the MSQ in any way. Some of them do. Like, okay, let me explain. It's a shame that a lot of the side quests don't affect the MSQ in significant ways that make you feel like a choose your own adventure game. You know what I mean? Like a Telltale game. For example, us turning on the fuel. You know, I imagine if this was a living, breathing world, Xenos would be like, they have fuel up and running in Garlemald again. Is that my warrior of light? You know what I mean? Like shit like that. You know, like it'd be cool if you know, like Xenos would notice that we have fuel running again. Considering all the destruction. I guess considering it's Xenos though, you probably wouldn't notice. At all. Oh, discarded weapon, that's right. One sec, sorry. So gonna Discord real quick. Alright. Guessing there is one of the weapons equipped. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Let me ride my hover cycle. Alright, I think I actually have to fight this one. I can take it. I didn't take it. That's cool. So like enemies, or like the mobs have like extra effects now? That's actually really cool. I like that. I don't think there's a single mob in any other expansion that does that. That's the first time I've ever been hit by like just a regular ass enemy and been had a status effect on me in some way. But that's good though. That's good. Makes things interesting. Okay, so some of the quests are over here. We can teleport to Ternium now. I'm going to turn off the ones that we just did. Not off, but there we go. And I'm gonna put some new ones up. There we go. Okay, so there are two here that I can do. I'm not gonna accept any of these yet. I'm just gonna do the ones that I already have. Oh, it plays this song now. Where does this song play again? Fuck. This plays in oh, it's killing me. This plays somewhere. It's I think it's Werlit. I think it plays in Werlit. Yeah, it's like a remix of the Garlean theme. Yeah, I think this plays in Werlet. My prediction is correct. He should still be around here. His name's Velocus. That's a badass name. We must know him better for his scarlet locks. Considering how reluctant he is to leave, I doubt he'd answer if we tried calling out for him. You mind helping me look? Oh my gosh, I can't speak anymore. I tried to say excuse me, and it didn't come out twice. I'm sorry, what the fuck just happened to me? My brain, like, skipped. My brain has a scratch on it. I was trying to say excuse me and, like... Your assistant... Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm sad that I don't have face cam because I would love to like look back and see what happened to my face during that. Your assistance is greatly appreciated, sir. I will distract the Colossi, allowing you ample time to take aim with your newly appointed weapon. If the engineers are to be believed, scoring a direct hit will send a powerful current through the giant systems and ultimately disable it. Skeet. Yeah, that's a Colossus, alright. Search your surroundings for the Magitech Colossi. Oh, okay. Alright, it's one of these. Colossi approach. Be warned that should the Immortal Flame Delegate retreat, your mission will be judged a failure. Oh, okay, so if you haven't done Beast Tribes soon, you might have. But one of the Ananta Beast Tribes is like this, where you had to defend like a point against some like golems or something. I forgot what they actually were, coming down a cliff. Strike 3 magic colossi with your new weapon to silence them for good. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. There we go. Excellent shooting, Hayes. Now those wretched machina have been dispatched, we will be able to deliver the citizens to safety. Before I return to the station and to join the escort, I shall send word to Camp Broken Glass of your success. My superior offer, Ambagay, will await you with your reward. I'll make sure of it. Sounds like Creole. Ambagay. Was there one for Ilmeg? I don't think I've ever done that one. I didn't know there was one for Ilmeg. Oh wait, yeah, that's right, the station. I'll just tell it where. Wait, which one was it? Because I remember the Ananta one with the golems. Shoot the beaver? Those fucking beavers. I've literally, I finished the Ilmeg Beast Tribe. I've literally never done that one. It's always the goddamn beavers, man. I guess I'll turn that in while I'm here, but don't I have a quest objective, like, somewhere in this area? Straight into the station. Oh no, it's just the turn in. Okay, never mind. Who are you? I literally have never gotten it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I've never gotten it. Oh, no, wait. I think there's a memory. A memory, like, awoke from slumber. Are you protecting a fairy while shooting beavers? I mean, I guess that's not descriptive enough. Obviously, you're probably protecting a fairy, but, like... I feel like a memory unlocked because I started thinking about it. I must have done it. I probably just don't have like deep memories of it. It is Beast Tribes. After once you get to where like you're not getting cutscenes anymore, without having to like do Beast Tribes for like 4 days straight, it all starts to be a blur. You shoot the pigs at them. Okay, now I'm lost again. I definitely don't remember that. You know what? I'm actually gonna look up a video of that mission. Fairy Beast Tribe Beaver. Somebody has to have it documented. Okay, I remember this. Oh my god! Wait, there's lore! There's lore! Hold on, you can, if you fail it, the fairy turns into a beaver. Oh my god, I hate these fucking things. And then they just run off. That's odd. Did you see another pixie picking flowers here? No? Oh well, I'll just have to finish the job by myself. Tra-la-la. And it counts! It counts! You can just... You're good. That genuine... Okay, I hate the beavers. I actually hate the beavers. They scare the fuck out of me, man. Who are you? Right? So, the video I was watching was called Failing the... I didn't think there was gonna be lore. Like, I just wanted to see what it looked like. But I kind of like skipped ahead in the video and I saw that there's like a cutscene after when you failed it. That is actually terrifying. I hate those fucking things. Who are you? Velocis! We've been looking everywhere for you. Still refusing to join everyone at the other camp, I see. I'm not going anywhere. Not without Mom and Dad. Don't you see? It's for your own good. I know you. Came here with Euless, didn't you? Please, you've got to listen to me. Mom and Dad are alive. I know they are. No one's saying they aren't. Sorry to burden you, but I have a feeling he'll be more cooperative once he's got this off his chest. Hear him out, would you? Her name's probably Gaia, if Euless' name is Euless. No, wait, what am I saying? Gaia. No, her name is Gala. Or Gala. Okay, so I will be considering this one of the Tertium quests, so I'm gonna save that for later. Okay, I don't have anything else here. Pretty sure. Is that fucking lightning? Oh, it's actually a thunderstorm right now. No, just thunder. Never mind, no rain. I was like, what the hell was that? Did we get hit? I'm kind of curious to see, actually. Are there any Thornton parties? Just one? Oh, retail only. I still gotta finish that. I gotta get to where I can farm it so I can do faux hollows for this patch. I wonder if they're gonna, so, like, they're gonna do the 5.55 story, right? I wonder if they're gonna add a new Unreal with that. It's not necessarily a major patch, but, like, it kind of is, considering it's the finale. I'm sorry, 6.55. 6.55. This here's the Almasty's land. This here's the Almasty's land. Considering how prolific things are, we shouldn't have to wait long before one comes lumbering by. But I forget myself. Before we go out hunting, here, specialty spirits. Not for you, of course. For them, the Almasties. Drown them in this stuff, and they'll be 3 sheets to the wind before you know it. There's no easier quarry to catch than a drunk fool, am I right? Also, once you've felled one, don't forget to collect a bloody chunk from it. What the fuck? I'm gonna carve them while they're alive? It's Monster Hunter all over again. The hell is that? Here we go. Sorry. This has to be part of a quest. Be the bloody chunk I requested? I should hope you keep it in a bottle, for I would rather not have gore dripping all over the bookshelf. A chunk of Almasty practically dripping with the creature's blood. Ugh. Making it easy to ward off the other ones. Good work. I say, you've quite the mettle to face such a beast without so much as batting an eyelid. It was silly of me to expect all else from the same self-man who set foot in its herdium, knowing full well it was a trap. You must be wondering why the blood. And while the Almasties are clever creatures, they won't willingly wander into dangerous lands, especially ones that smell of death. And sprinkling a copious amount of their fellows' gore about the encampment ought to ensure they give us a wide berth. Jesus. Let's head back to Camp Broken Glass. There, you can tell the soldier who sent you to me he was right to put you on the job. Alright, let's clear some of these. Okay, so that one, and that one. I guess that's not part of a quest. I might have to sneeze again. I apologize in advance. Right. I was probably on top of the station. Got the writing map. Like, I'm not as fast as somebody who can fly, but the writing map does so much to make areas not such a slog. I'm gonna have to get the writing map, like... Ooh, here we go. I'm gonna have to get the writing map for every new area I go to from now on. Like, I think I'm gonna start doing that. I might even go back and get it for some of the older areas in Endwalker. Oh, it was literally just on the other side. Alright, we're gonna... What? What? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What happened? Huh? What? It came back down. What? What's happening? What the fuck? What's happening? my god, am I playing FF14 or Fear? What the fuck was that? Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm creeped out. Well, Eorzea's very own hero himself is to be our pilot. Then again, accomplished aviators such as yourself are thin on the ground these days. Hey, Sky Pirate Haze Nada. I suppose I had to turn to you. I've heard some fascinating stories about you, you know? Is it true you rode an ancient Allegan war machina into battle against the 7th Legion? It seemed far-fetched, but now that I've gotten a good look at you, I can see there may be some truth to the tale. When did I do that? Rode an ancient Allegan war machina into battle against the 7th Legion. When did I do that? That has to be main story, right? To be in a side quest? Hold on, let me see who the 7th Legion is. I'm pretty sure that's Gaius. Okay, alright, that's not Gaius. Okay, so I had to look it up. My repertoire, or my lore library failed me. The 7th Legion is, Nail. Okay, so Nail, when he was alive, was the legatus of the 7th Legion. Alright. Nail dies or in 1.0. Valens Van Varo, becomes the new legatus of the 7th Legion. Valens Van Varo is from the weapon storyline. That's what she was talking about. She was talking about when we rode the, when we piloted the mech. And fought, Sapphire weapon. And then, you know, of course, Diamond weapon as well. But, yeah, she's talking about the Sapphire weapon fight. Seemed far-fetched, but now that I've gotten a good look at you, I can see there may be some truth to the tale. Also, fuck Valens Van Varo. He's probably my least favorite Garlean official ever. That dude is a piece of shit. Awful, awful person. Well, let us turn to the business at hand. They also brought... Granted, props to the writing staff, they really made me want him dead, and I'm glad he is. The Ilsabar contingent has requested that we ascertain the level of damage the city has sustained, and the only real way to get a proper handle on the situation is from above. However, there are still a host of autonomous machines lurking the streets, and they won't hesitate to shoot down an unidentified craft. It's where the First Legion's Magitech comes in. So long as we remain inside this armor, we needn't fear attack from the ground. When your loins are sufficiently girded for your trip among the clouds, just say the word. Don't talk about my loins. Don't you dare talk about my loins. Not to scare you off, as this mission is of great importance to us. But I hope you've some idea of what you're about to embark on. You'll be wheeling through sky in what is essentially a metal bucket. If that hasn't unnerved you, I'm ready when you are. Yes! I'm a sky pirate, man. I know how to do this. And let us be on our way. We shall start our survey from the north. A word of warning, though. From above, the extent of the damage will seem much greater than what you expected. It may come as something of a shock. Jeez, man. See that overpass there? It looks like it might collapse at any moment. A single chocobo vendor could see it crumble to dust, I reckon. We shall cordon it off and ensure that none of ours attempts to enter the area. So that leads into the main city, and then these were like neighborhoods around the city. This is Palladium Novum. Though it is in a sorry state now, these towers were once a symbol of our empire, symbols of the progress we could achieve through the application of our sciences. I am inclined to enter the structure proper to examine the extent of devastation from within. Sadly, we are still too few in number for such an undertaking. We'll have to wait. Palladium Novum. I want to see it, but okay, fine. Look there. This looks largely intact, which is little wonder. The building, which dates back to the era of the Republic, is said to be constructed from materials meant to ward against all manner of offensive magics. Knowing not all our buildings were erected with such a design philosophy, we had foolishly assumed that the Warmocking in defending us would make up for less than ideal structural integrity. You can see what cutting corners cost us. With that, I would say we hit all the key areas of the city for the most part. Let's return to Camp Broken Glass, shall we? Right? Like, that's why I like doing them, you know? I talk to a lot of people and they're like, oh yeah, I skipped all the side quests. First of all, I can't imagine having your map constantly covered in the letter Q. But second, like, it's really cool lore that you get, you know? And I think the reason I like the lore in FF14 so much is because I only started doing the side quests to clear up my map, you know? And once I started realizing that they were giving me little, like, story nuggets and I was getting more world building, I was like, holy shit, like, there was some really beautiful world building in FF14. But it's all in the side quests, you know? It's all optional, and I think a lot of people miss it, you know? That doesn't mean they don't love the game, but they just miss a lot of these cool things that'll, you know, make the environment seem that much more alive. But yeah, that's why I always do all the side quests, so... hopefully it hasn't been boring, but... Thank you for joining me in the skies today, Hayes. I've been on my guard around you, Eorzean, a lot. It's been beaten into my skull that you are, and always will be, my enemy. Spending time with you today, however, has made me realize that you truly are here to help us, not harm us. To be honest, your contingent support has been a bright spot in this gloom. It's easy to fall prey to hopelessness, but we have a responsibility to fight on, do we not? We are all of us living on this star. Who else can see it brought back from the brink of ruin? Many of us have lost families, friends, loved ones. Grief hangs heavy on the Empire. We need time to lick our wounds, but that does not mean we are without the fire of determination. We wish to see our home restored to its former glory. That is part of the reason why I decided to undertake this task, actually. I wanted to better understand not only the road ahead for the Empire, but to see for myself the stuff you Eorzeans are made of. Enough sentimentality, though. There's still much to be done here, and this armor won't repair itself. Would you mind reporting back to the reconnaissance officer who assigned you to this task and tell him of our findings? Go back home. We're pretty close to the center, right there. Ba 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 ba. Came. I have expected you might not, given the dangers. And again, you are Eorzean's champion. Now what sort of hero balks in the face of a challenge, eh? Forgive my excitement. I've been wanting to make your acquaintance for some time now. Yes, well, anyway. Shall we be off then? Find me at Regio Urbanissima, and I shall escort you from there. Or easier that way, trust me. I was just there! I'm gonna turn in all the quests that I have here, and then I'll go do the one back at the city. And then hopefully that'll transition me nicely into the quest at Tertium. There you are. I knew you'd have the heart to help a soul in need. Missionary officer is now accompanying you. Alright. Oh, we have dialogue. Can I mount? What happens if I mount? I'm gonna try it now. God. Oh, she's still there. I'll walk though. I'll walk. It'll look nicer. happens if I... Okay, she just materializes behind me. Fuck off. I can't target you. I can't... There we go. It'll be some time yet before we map the entirety of this vast expanse. It stretches north as far as the eye can see, hospitable to even the hardiest of explorers. It's a wonder that the Garlean survived at all, let alone went on to form the Empire. Seeing the Magna Glacius with my own eyes, however, I've gained some understanding of their disposition. So that's the Magna Glacius. Oh yeah, this is it right here. I think it's all of this. And then this is where Garlemald starts. Oh, hit me. Hit me. Ooh, every single time, man. Every single time. Oh, I said I wasn't. My bad. This is only hearsay, but I've been told those masses are formed when cerulean bursts forth from the earth and comes into contact with the surrounding water, freezing instantly and capturing that moment of violence forevermore. The water mixed in it prevents the cerulean from being set aflame, so we can't use it as fuel without refinement. The amount of ceruleum you get after all that work is barely worth the trouble. Pure ceruleum is wrested straight from the earth. That's what those rigs you see off in the distance are doing, so I've heard. That explains it. Remember, I think it was a couple days ago, I don't know if it was 2 or 1 day, but we did a quest and they said that some people were trying to gather ceruleum from the water. And I don't think the person who mentioned it was a Garlean, so they were like, you know, for whatever reason they're trying to get it from the water, not knowing that ceruleum it could actually be found in water. Interesting. So I'm guessing it's these. Like these little, like, these little bits up here, these platforms. So they were trying to get it from this. And I guess the water, like, underneath all the ice. Interesting. Wait, but if ceruleum is in the water, is this water, like, drinkable? Probably not, right? That's kind of a damn shame. So they don't really have... I mean, I don't know anything about ceruleum, other than what the game tells me. But I imagine you can't drink fuel-infused water. Will set your insides on fire. So all this ice that they have around here, they can't even drink it. That is crazy. Here we are, safe and sound. I couldn't have done it without you, friend. Now all that's left is to deliver the goods. Let's enter those caves and get some shelter from these freezing winds, eh? I'm surprised these guys didn't have side quests. Well, the goods have been safely delivered, but I'm afraid I have one more task to beg of you. Of course, I'd do it myself if I could, but I'm afraid this calls for someone with skills that I lack. You're not obligated to help me again, but seeing as how you're already here, maybe you won't mind hearing me out. Okay, so it is going to be multiple quests. They're just not cinematic. Alright, I will help you. How the bloody hells did you find us here? And who are you? Okay, damn. Came here from across the ice fields, did you? We better hope you weren't followed by any of them crazed soldiers or we're done for. Like the others, you're access living in the caves to get away from the chaos in the city. These days, I scrape by on what I can find, or by trading ceruleum with the other survivors. Thing is, most of us shouldn't even be here in the first place. It was dragged to Garlemald against our wolf in provinces. forced to do hard labor. When everyone else lost their minds, we took our chances in Scarborough. Much as I hate to admit it, the skills we learned from extracting and processing ceruleum for the Guardians are what kept us alive out here. One thing's for certain, though. We can't carry on like this forever. You've seen what's happened to the capital, haven't you? Came here to get away from all that. This is the safest place we could find. We've come to call it Tapper's Den because we survived by extracting, or tapping, as we call it, ceruleum from the lake. We either burn it to stay warm, or trade it for goods with other refugees. So, you found it within your heart to help an old friend once again, huh? Rest assured, I won't soon forget your generosity. Now on to the matter at hand. The people here have told me about the Magitech weaponry stalking the frozen tundra. With no pilots to guide them, they unleash their fury upon whosoever is unfortunate enough to cross their path. Several of the refugees attempted to combat the threat using a few abandoned suits of Magitech armor, but they were soon overwhelmed. It's not often you see Magitech turn to Magitech, but not much surprises me these days. Luckily, no one was killed during that incident, but the mindless machines are still out there, primed and ready for their next target. That's where you come in. Stories say you're a demon in Magitech armor, and I reckon you'd reduce those things into piles of scrap before I even felt the chill on my fingertips. Like I said before, I do it myself, but seeing as how I've never even ridden in a suit of armor, I'd just be buying myself a ticket to an early grave. Rest assured, however, that I'll do my best to learn from your example. Anyway, there's a suit waiting for us outside. I'll go ahead and ready it for you. Don't leave me waiting out in the cold for too long. Let me in. Well, she's as ready as she'll ever be. I don't think I need to tell you this, but make sure not to bring those things near the cave. I'll stay and watch from here to make sure all goes to plan. Stay safe out there, friend. Alright. This feels familiar. Gather upon me. Oh, that's right. It doesn't. Be gone with thee. Alright. Next one is pretty far away, actually. Damn. Gather. What? Oh, this is going a lot worse. Okay, I could've just made it Do I have to ride the armor back? I'm going to because, like, I don't want to hop off and have it be like, oh, get back on the armor. That's happened to me before. I forgot what quest it was. I think it was in Endwalker, where it's like I finished the quest objective. But, oh yeah, it was with the box. I got the box to the spot, but I think I got, like, hit by something, and it made me drop it. I was literally in the process of talking with the NPC and I got hit. There you are, safe and sound. See, I knew you'd make quick work of those heaps of metal. Doubtless they were used to deadly effect when the Garleans waged war among themselves. In order to ensure they fired upon their own countrymen, they were made to destroy anything that came within their sights. The fact that they're causing trouble this far out is distressing indeed. I must warn my superiors upon my return. Before that, however, there is yet one more task I would ask of you. I fear I might be imposing over much, but you have my word that this is the last one. Alright, what is it? One final task, and I won't bother you any longer. You needn't fight anything, at least not if you don't want to. No, this time I mean to make use of your more diplomatic faculties. One of my duties here is to find out whether the refugees wish to return home or not. Naturally, each will have their own decision and their own reasons, but getting a general feel for things will help us determine the best ways to help in the days ahead. I'll gather what information I can from the people in the caves. You only have to speak with one man, but it may take a bit of work to find him. I've been told he ventured off towards the wreckage of the Imperial train. Now we could wait for him to return, but I'm running behind as it is. If you could do this, you'd be helping not only me, but all those who've been left without a home. Let's do it then. You know, I'm aggroing everything. You can't hit me. You hit me. Give me Bazia pulling. Oh, it's not often I encounter someone else out here. If you come here for ceruleum, then I'm afraid this area has already been picked clean. I'm here to ask if you want to return to your homeland. Jarek has already asked me as much, but I suppose you must be thorough. Could you give me a moment? I would first like to offer a prayer to the departed. Its wreckage was left in the wake of one particularly fierce battle. Oh god, I'm standing on the grave. A dear friend of mine journeyed here to search it for abandoned supplies, but a sudden explosion cut his life short. Well, I had meant to offer him a lone prayer. Why don't you join me? He always was one to enjoy the company of others, even though he scarcely knew. I've placed these stones to mark the spot of his passing. Pray to his memory, if you will. I'm sorry, man. Absolutely. Thank you. Whatever sustenance prayers provide to those who have passed, I'm sure my friend is grateful for. As for your previous question, well, I am Alamegan by birth. I was taken from my home and family by the Empire and made to serve in their interminable wars. After 10 years... Oh, okay, so this guy isn't just a refugee. That is really subtle. So, to earn your nobility in the Garlean military, you have to serve for 10 years. So this guy is a Garlean noble. So he basically, he might as well be a Garlean. So he might not want to leave. After 10 years, my hands were so stained with blood, I no longer recognized them as my own. Days, weeks, years blended into one another until I finally was released from service. For the first time in a long while, I thought for myself. Did my wife and child still live? Would they allow one so steeped in sin back into their home? Even now, I cannot bring myself to consider the answers to those questions. So in short, I cannot say. Please, leave me with my thoughts. I won't be far behind, I promise. I'm sorry, it's not nobility. It's not nobility, it's citizenship. You earn Garlean citizenship after 10 years in their military as a slave, or as an outsider. Or as a conquered, let's say that. Let's say as a conquered. the only other prominent figures that we know of that have done that are Fordola's parents. But there are a lot of people that oh, no, not even. That's not true. Ah, shit. Yotsuyu and Asahi as well. Yotsuyu and Asahi earned Garlean citizenry. Or citizenship after serving in the military. Asahi, maybe not, but definitely Yotsuyu. I don't know how old. Asahi was younger than her when he was picked to join. I mean, if she was in there for 10 years, he was in there for 10 years, right? So, okay, because they joined at the same time. A similar time, anyway. So, yeah, Asahi and Yotsuyu also had Garlean citizenship. There you are, and even sooner than I had anticipated. What did the man say? Oh, there are Lupin in here. I didn't even notice that. I see. Such a tragic story, but sadly not an uncommon one. It seems that for some, the question of where home lies has no easy answer. In any case, we've done all that we can at present. Let's return to the camp and report our findings to the contingent, huh? And the last one is way up there, so I will teleport to Ternium. I'll go do that. If Ternium wasn't so depressing, I'd actually consider it kind of cozy. Like everyone kind of huddled together for warmth in like a, you know, in like an abandoned train station. It actually sounds kind of not necessarily relaxing, but like cozy, you know. It reminds me of what was it? The Day After Tomorrow, where like there was the disaster scene, but like most of that movie was just a bunch of people huddled in like a library together, like that. Well, this is a bother. The Magitech of my Ion doesn't seem to be quite as accessible as I hoped. There's just so much accursed wreckage in the way. I won't be able to drag the thing out. A pickle indeed. Hate to ask, but have you any brilliant ideas up that sleeve of yours? Bombs. You have some explosives on you? That'll do the trick, certainly. Alas, I'm not at all skilled in Eorzean technologies, which means there's a distinct possibility I'll blow my hands clean off if I try to tinker with such a device. Perhaps I could leave the blasting of objects to you? Free now. Ah, you made us a path. Very good, very good. Now my Machina can finally get its day in the sun. Son? The poor boy was originally meant to be used against the Third Legion to rain death and destruction upon them. But I lied to my superior officer, told him that this Machina was too far beyond repair to repurpose for any practical military. use. Now it gets a second, far more peaceful chance at life. And I am spared the grief of knowing I had a hand in spilling my countrymen's blood. I like this one. When I was told to what ends it would be used, I couldn't believe my ears. This is not the empire I knew, the empire I believed in. I had been taught that our country's cornerstone was peace, one founded upon the ways of science and machine. How can we make such a claim when
Internecine.
Internecine? How can we make such a claim when internecine strife lays waste to our lands, kills our people? It means destructive to both sides in a conflict. That's a good word. That is a great word. I like that. You may be Eorzean, but I see that your heart is true. so I know that you will answer me honestly when I ask. Find the Empire cruel and barbarous? Barbarous? Barbarous. Do I find the Garleans, or the Garlean Empire, cruel? No. I don't find the Garlean Empire cruel. There are some officials in Garlemald, and we talked about this at length the last MSQ session, but there are some Garlean officials, most of them, honestly, probably. Maybe not most. There are some Garlean officials who genuinely only fight as a last resort. They don't want to fight, but they feel like they have to fight in order for unity, you know? Sacrifice of the few is for the betterment of the many, or something like that. Oh, I like this area. This area is fire. This might be one of my favorite areas in the game, to be honest with you. What's up, by the way? But yeah, like, I don't think the Empire as an idea is necessarily cruel. That being said, I think there are some, or a lot of Garlean officials and generals and whatnot, and captains who don't understand that the idea is unification and not subjugation. Right? And maybe Garlemald's idea of unification is not the right way, right? And, you know, we've talked about that too. But I doubt that Varys was like, I want to kill as many people as possible and make the Empire the only thing here. I doubt Gaius was like that too. We already know about Gaius. Yeah, it really is. And I'm chilling. Kind of, no cam. I kind of feel a little, you know, a little gremlin-y today, to be honest with you, but, you know, otherwise I'm doing okay. But yeah, like Varys, you know, he didn't want to kill people necessarily. Like, you know, Gaius didn't want to kill people as a first resort, right? Gabranth, based on what we know, I'm sure he was the same way. I still gotta read the field reports. I have them all. I gotta read those and see what it says about Gabranth in this game. But if it's anything like Gabranth in 12, then Gabranth doesn't necessarily want people to just die for no reason, right? You know, like, not everybody in the Empire is just trying to kill people and, you know, take their lunch money. It's the bad apples. There are a lot of bad apples, but none of them are at the highest positions of power. They just have the ability to delegate. And so, no, I don't think the Empire is founded on a belief of cruelty and barbarism. I don't think that. At all. But, you know, like, you weren't stopping the people who were doing that, you know what I mean? Like, Varys wasn't going around and being like, hey, you are literally just torturing Al-Ra for your sick benefit. Varro. Stop that. You know? Nobody was saying that to people like Varro. Nobody was saying that to people like, the jailer from the Gunbreaker side quest. I forgot his name, you know? These are people who were insane and took being part of the Empire's military as a way to just be cruel to people for no fucking reason. Those guys suck. But no, I don't think the Empire as a whole. Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, you know, Solis and Emmett Selk's, like, plans, you know, aside, I don't think the people who were actually part of the Empire are actually cruel, at least at the higher levels. Like again, Varys thought he was trying to unify the world, you know. Same with Gaius and, you know, all those people. Like, I think they genuinely were like, I want to make the world a better place. And then, of course, Emmett Selk had his plans, but you know what I mean. So I think like the real Empire, the core Empire, the part of the Empire that wasn't a facade, I don't think is necessarily cruel. But I think there are definitely some bad apples that have spoiled a lot of bunches. A lot of bunches. You know? So I'm gonna say the closest thing to no. I'm gonna say the closest thing to no, which I think is this. Because I think silence isn't really an answer here. And this, you know, those you've invaded no doubt do. I mean, like, yeah, but I don't want to say that to him. Oh, for sure he did. Yeah, for sure he did. When he found out, yeah, he was like, ah, shit, no, this sucks. But I think I gained a lot of respect for Varys when he, you know, genuinely wanted to parlay with the Eorzean Alliance. He was there to prove a point, but he at least gave us the opportunity to be like, okay, if they can convince me, I'll call the whole thing off. Because, you know, he was like, all right, you know, let's see if we can work this out. And then we came to the conclusion that, you know, because he felt that we didn't understand what was happening, he was like, look, you guys don't get it. We're just going to keep going and then, you know, be done with it. But he at least gave us the opportunity to be like, all right, maybe we can see eye to eye on this. You know, unfortunately, both eyes are looking in opposite directions. So, all that separates our two sides is creed. You're kind to say so. It's the victors who write history, and I fear that Garlemald would be penned with no kind hand. We've seen to that ourselves. And so, I still wholeheartedly believe in our founding principle. Unification under the banner of peace. See what I mean? Like that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is the core idea of Garlemald. Now, of course, it was skewed at, you know, Solis, Emmett Selk was, you know, a facade, and, you know, you have all the bad people at the bottom. But there are a lot of good people in Garlemald, you know. I don't think the core belief of Garlemald is necessarily a bad one. But it was just skewed severely. Many times. Many times. Which is why I plan to put this war machine to better use. Like rebuilding our city, for one. His days on the battlefield will be behind him once my tools have done their work. Many times! Thank you for allowing me this chance to talk so frankly. And for all the pyrotechnics and whatnot, of course. Well then, shall we be heading back? I'm sure your comrade, Iliette, is in one of her reports about now. I think that was the last one that I had. Alright, bet. Yeah, let's go turn all these in. The hunter has delivered word to me already of his plans to deal with our Yeti troubles. How clever a stratagem he's hit upon. If only the method weren't quite so macabre, shall we say? Almost surreal to consider that our whilom foes now aid us in our survival. Today has proven to me that we can really bridge the divide that once separated us from them, and all it takes is for us to simply reach out and offer a hand in friendship. I should like very much for this newfound partnership to continue. I honestly, like, I want to go to Dalmasca for an expansion, man. Like, I kind of hate that Gavranth is, like, present in a major character, but, like, not a major character, you know? But also, like, I'm biased towards FF12, but I mean, like, still, you know? Like, I want to help the Dalmascan resistance, man. I was just thinking about it after mentioning him. Like, what the hell, man? I've gone to the trouble of submitting my report already, so you needn't worry about that. But give us Stormblood 2, where we just go to Dalmasca and free them. And as I promised, that brings an end to my endless request. Truth be told, my motivations for being here aren't entirely out of a sense of duty. My father was conscripted into the Garlean forces long ago, so when I heard that refugees had been found here, I had to meet them for myself. I volunteered for this duty, but unfortunately none of the refugees stirred my memories of him. Oh. Was that him? That was her dad. It would make sense because he's been a Garlean soldier for 10 years. He hasn't seen her in 10 years. Still, I won't give up the search. No matter what misdeeds he was forced to commit, all I want is to see him again, to share a meal under the same roof. Some, like Jarek, seem resigned to accept this place as their home, but there are others like my father who have people waiting for them, searching for them. If I could see even one family reunited, then all this would... Maybe not, maybe not. I would imagine she knows her dad's name, right? Maybe it's not him. Though the road ahead is a long one, it's time I stop forcing you to walk it. Thanks for all you've done for me. Please, take this. You've earned it 1,000 times over. Because she looks all Amigan too. That would have been really cool if, like, that was her dad the entire time. Because his name was Jarek, right? Or am I tripping? Yeah, his name was Jarek. There you are, Hayes. I've already received word from our friend the engineer. He was rather fulsome in his praise of you, I must say. You're a credit to the cause. There was a lightness about him, that I hadn't seen when he first spoke to me. It was as if a weight had fallen clean off his shoulders. As a member of the Imperial Army, he is no doubt conflicted about this state of affairs. Perhaps speaking with you helped him gain a bit of perspective on the whole thing. Who knows? At any rate, allow me to thank you for your work today. I couldn't have done it without you. Yeah, the engineer's a cool guy. Thought I could make it. You flown through the skies above Garlemald and lived to tell the tale. How was the Imperial pilot? I can't imagine how difficult it must be to look down on such wreckage and know that it was once your home, but I'm sure your presence was a comfort to him. It will take a great deal of hard work and elbow grease to see the city restored, but I have all the faith in the world that we can see it done. I only hope that our efforts here can bring about an alliance between our realms. Oh yeah, good luck, dude. Good luck. I'm kind of excited to get to AAS myself now that I'm in Heavensward, or our group's in Heavensward too. I want to know what the struggle is like. But yeah, have fun. It is good to see you among us again, though I admit you're a little banged up from the escapade. You seem in better health than I had expected. When I first heard of your distress call, I feared we had lost you. You would have, if it weren't for this woman's bravery and keen eyes. She warned me of the coming attack, granting me the wherewithal to avoid any fatal injuries. I can speak. I still need to finish that. See, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it on my next day off. I'll just like try to grind out Thornton Unreal and get it clear. I hardly did anything. I merely noticed something large moving about in the shadows of some debris. It must have been because of this third eye of mine. So it's true what they say. The Garleans really do have heightened awareness. Oh, I didn't notice that, or know that. But where are my manners? You've had quite the trying day. Well, let's find you some food in a place where you might be able to relax. What do you think about it? What is really the difference between a Garlean and a Sharlayan? Well, before you go, I would like to extend my gratitude to you as well, Hayes. Ether? Your expediency proved to be their saving grace this day. I imagine like Garleans and Sharlayans have like a similar, you know, aside from a similar sounding name, they have a similar like level of understanding of technology just in their respective, you know, corners. You know, Sharlayans study Ether and Garleans study Cerulean. Good to have you among us again, Hayes. I've heard of your triumph in taking down this behemoth war machina, and I prepared you a reward to commensurate with your efforts. That piece of artillery proved as effective as Garland Ironworks intimated, but such is to be expected. Craftsmanship is well renowned, and their latest efforts redound to their credit. Alas, we were told not to expect more of its type, at least anytime soon. According to a letter we received, its crafting was only made possible through the work of a rather ambitious employee and a mountain of gil. Production of it on a large scale will prove impossible. Wait, what? According to a letter we received, its crafting was only made possible through the work of a rather ambitious employee and a mountain of gil. Production of it on a large scale will prove impossible. Would that be Nero? Expenses notwithstanding, you are able to wield this foreign ordinance with great aplomb. Though it is but a trifle. Oh my god, I can't read anymore. Let me take a sip of my cran grape ocean spray. Can't beat the smooth taste of ocean spray cran grape with 100% vitamin C and only 100 calories per serving. This grape cranberry juice drink is the perfect drink for when I'm streaming. Expenses notwithstanding, you are able to wield this foreign ordinance with great aplomb. Though it is but a trifle compared to the valor shown, I offer you this as a show of gratitude. Thank you for the eggs. Also, hookah. Cha-cha, what's up, man? Have you discarded weaponry? Have you any discarded weaponry on your... Oh my god. Yes, I do. Yes, that's just what we're looking for. Thank you for bringing it to us. It is said that each legion has its own unique weaponry, but to my eye, it's all much of a muchness. I suppose their similarities are owed to the fact that they were mass-producing the Enceladium. Perhaps when Garlemald also thought itself a republic and they first started employing Rogan and mercenaries, they sought to diversify their armaments in the same way as their troops. Of course, later advances in technology made it possible to churn out all sorts of weaponry at an alarming rate. I wonder, if they had never discovered Machina, what would the Empire look like today? Makes one think, doesn't it? That would be interesting, actually. They'd all be using, like, swords and guns instead of, like, tanks and shit. My men report that they found both the mother and the child making their way here, and it provided them the shelter and aid they require. I confess, I was more than a bit surprised when the woman told me of your success in lifting the rubble. It sounded too tall a tale to be real, even. But then I remembered who we were dealing with, and felt foolish for doubting her. At any rate, they are safe and in our care now. All thanks to you. Alright. I'm going to just teleport to Tertium. What are my fates looking like? So for Garlemald, I'm at 16. Okay. I need 4 more to get to 20. What am I doing? I was genuinely about to walk all the way there. Switch to Scholar, because I think I want to have some fun on Scholar for a little bit, or Summoner. I'd play Astro if it wasn't leveled. Yeah, this is Scholar. I like the fairy, okay? Docinus is looking battered and bruised after a scrape with some automated adversary. What do you want? Well, hold on, you seem a rather dexterous sort. Perhaps I can persuade you to take on a task for me. I trust you are aware that ceruleum tanks can be salvaged from downed Magitech weaponry, yes? Excellent. As it so happens, I have just finished scouting the perimeter of the station, looking for any Machina that aren't yet completely destroyed. I thought my work done, but word has reached me that some more Machina have recently come to a grinding halt nearby. As much as I would like to investigate this report, I worry that things may not be completely out of commission, that they may have life enough left to strike a killing blow. If you're willing, search the area northwest of the station for dormant war Machina, and pull for their tanks of ceruleum for me. See if you can succeed where I've so egregiously failed. Please, help me find my parents. My mom's got red hair just like me, and my dad... Alessis, you have to understand that there's little chance we'd find your parents even if we went looking for them. I do understand. That's why I'm waiting here. They promised to meet me at the station. I know it's too dangerous for me outside, but you two can fight, can't you? So please, don't give up on them like everyone else. Won't hurt to look, will it? I worry that we're only giving him false hope, but very well. Is the game really dark? Well, I'm just now looking at it. I hope it hasn't been like super dark. Should I brighten it? You sure? It's good? Okay. Yeah, I just looked over and I was like, my screen is black. That we're only giving him false hope, but very well. After all, the least we could do is try. Thanks to my time at the Vigil as Urbani, I know the capital like the back of my hand. Between the two of us, we should be able to conduct a reasonably thorough search. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see them again. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jeez! This is exactly what I was afraid of. To the task at hand, then. Given the present state of the capital, tracing his parents' steps will be no easy feat. Let the boy dream, man. I mean, obviously, you know, if we don't find his parents, then be like, hey, you know, or we didn't find them, but like, don't. Your parents might be dead, kid. I wouldn't get too excited. You know what I mean? Blessus, do you know anything that might help us in our search? Well, I was thinking about going back to my house, if it's still there. Where is that? Are there any landmarks nearby? It's on the outskirts of town, to the south, between the tavern and the bookshop. Oh, and Dad always used to fly a huge imperial flag in front of our house. We were the only family that had one in our neighborhood. That should be enough to go on. Alright, let's get going. You there. Yes, you. Can't hide those hands from me. I can tell they've seen their fair share of hard work. So, what say you to doing an old engineer a good turn, eh? Little doubt you've noticed the terror these mindless Magitek drones inspire among the people here. Oh, little doubt you've noticed the terror these mindless Magitek drones inspire among the people here. All that indiscriminate killing and whatnot will do that, I suppose. I mean to fiddle with those nasties' innards, repurpose them to our ends in some manner. I can't speak again. This always happens like an hour in. This is where you come in, my new friend. Capture for me an automated Magna rotor. A sermon chain ought to be enough to tame the Machina menace, provided you have brought the murderous thing to heel first. Go on with you. Let us see if you have grit enough to bring me back to this. Oh, I will. I might not be a dark knight, but I got the grit. Those two characters made me feel very short. Spurious in the mood to brighten this very puts up, but we lack some materials necessary. There's something about the darkness that just deflates the spirits, wouldn't you say? We have plenty of lights, yes, but they use the same fuel as the heaters, and not freezing to death places somewhat higher on the agenda than making the place look nice. As such, I've taken it upon myself to craft lanterns that use other sorts of fuel. I was, once upon a time, a technician in the Imperial Army, so provided I have the glassware, I'm more capable of the task. That's where the trouble lies, though. Such items are in short supply, and while I know we're in the city we might scrounge up some, I wouldn't dare march into the sea of Magitek weaponry. Perhaps you could go in my stead? Just northwest of the station, you'll find a tavern and a perfumery, or what's left of them anyway. Somewhere among the ruins, you should be able to find wares suitable for our lanterns. Maybe it's the same tavern? A moment, good sir, if you've one to spare. My daughter is taken ill with the menace of a cold. She can hardly keep even a bite of food down, though I know that a simple bowl of kasha will be easy on the stomach and be enough to sustain her. Fortunately, I lack the buckwheat seeds the recipe calls for. The abandoned market ought to have what I require, but I do not fancy my chances in a place so dangerous. Besides, I dare not leave my girl alone for an extended period. The stillness of hers waxes and wanes from moment to moment. The last thing I want is to be away when her fever spikes up or a coughing fit assails her. Please, could you help? Will, you are a merciful, kind soul. Here, I shall mark on your map where the seeds are like to be found. And the containers a thorough once over should soon yield results. Do I have expedient at this level? Fuck. This expansion, not this level. Good day, Hayes. I say, is it your stomach which drew you here? For I am just setting about the business of dispensing meals. So much has transpired in so little time. It's hardly a wonder that so few citizens can sleep for more than a fistful of hours. And that is why I have taken upon myself to feed these people with an Ishgardian soup. And that always helped calm my nerves when I was a child. I won't fix all that ails these poor souls. It may prove to be some comfort, surely. Here's the rub, though. I like the hands needed to see it delivered in a timely manner. Might you assist me? You will? You are a hero of the people indeed. Here are 3 bowls of piping hot soup. Do you see that those around the station who appear especially woebegone receive some? Absolutely. Finally, we're gonna talk to you. Oh, die? Why, if it isn't you, the warrior of light himself? The navigator was good to bring you to us, for we've on our hands something of a conundrum. One perhaps you can solve for us. It involves this mysterious letter, you see. Not sure where it came from. Suffice it to say we found it when we were laying some of the dead to rest. Our thinking is it fell out of one of the deceased pockets. It's only right the missive's delivered to the proper hands. The dead need to say their piece after all. The only thing is, I've been ordered elsewhere, so I can't look into it myself. Do you think you could take over for me? If you could spare the time, I'd like you to look for this here letter's recipient. Bit of a pain, I grant you, but our best and only bet at this point is to ask the locals around the station, see if they have any clues as to who it might be for. If you do manage to find to whom it's addressed, let Ateligo know. I'll make sure to bring her up to speed about everything we've discussed here before I have to move on. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a little boy with hair a similar shade to mine? He's my son, and I can't find him anywhere. It all started when I told him we ought to seek refuge in your encampment. And he started wailing and sobbing like I'd never seen. The next thing I knew, he was running hell for leather. He was running hell for leather, goodness knows where. What the fuck? I'm worried he may have left the station altogether, and the streets above are rife with danger. Please, could you find him for me? Hell for leather. Oh, you will? Bless your heart. If I know my son, he probably tried to return to our house to the north of Palladium Novum. Try there first before anywhere. He'll be easy to recognize, I should think. What with the color of his hair. Palladium Novum. So the Palladium was the giant tower, right? Over there. Must have been taller before the destruction. Well, yeah, but like, I mean, looking at it, it looks like there's a lot that was destroyed, not just like, you know, like the roof. Thank goodness you're here. We've just received an urgent request for aid from one of our own via Loompearl. Alas, we could not make out their location. It sounded as if they were in the throes of a fearsome struggle. We sent out scouts to ascertain his whereabouts, but they are few in number. Are you aiding their efforts? Excuse me, Fairy. Your cooperation is much appreciated. I bid you begin your search near the Cenaculum Imperialis. Our fellows have yet to explore it. Should any tempered Imperial forces attempt to waylay you, I ask that you merely subdue them, not kill them. To that end, I offer you this powder, which will render any hostile immobile for a time. Alright. So our side quests. Black, there appears to be no sign of the seeds, but you did come across a box of medical supplies. Do I have options? I will bring the medical supplies, but he asked for food. I don't know if I have options. I'm kind of curious now. I want to know. It doesn't seem like it. Okay. Yeah, I'll just grab it. Oh, okay, it's multiple. I see. Yeah, and then the hero comes in. Okay, so they're multiple. Gotta do it. I gotta do it. Levitating autonomous drones known simply as bits were deployed in great numbers during the Garlean Civil War. Since the end of the hostility, some enterprising miscreant has modified their targeting parameters and now mercilessly stalk any living thing that dares enter the Imperial capital. Well, I mean, like, the lore man is probably correct. More correct than me, but we did just learn that, that the weapons were designed to attack anyone, right? I guess this is different. Oops! Wrong button. I'm not good at it, though. I'm trash at it. This gives me defense, right? Find out. Ah! Oh, I have Sarah! Fuck! Oh. I have to sustain myself until Sarah comes back. Or Eos. Oh, and I also have like my regen shit. Like I said, that's power. Illumination, I believe, also. is good for this actually. On these buttons again real quick. This is just flat defense and increases HP recovery. And then over here, this is magic defense and increased HP recovery. But only 5% because it's AoE. But it is still MIT of some kind. So this increases magic potency. This increases recovery gained. Let me read Adlo. Amount of HP restored. Okay, so this can boost the strength of a barrier as well, because it So if I pop this increase. Oh, no. Okay, no, never mind. Protraction does not increase barriers given. So, if I'm reading it right, I put this on somebody, let's say a tank, and then they take reduced damage, but whenever I hit them with Adlo, or, let's just use Adlo in this case, because I'm talking about barriers, it'll increase HP gained, but the potency doesn't change for me. So it'll still do... Right? No, amount of HP restored. But see, does that count for what they actually receive? Does that count? Let me try something. Oh, but I can't see my barrier because I'm not in the party. Ah, never mind. It's fine. Maybe it does increase the barrier because it says HP restored. So, I don't know. But yeah, then this does increase defense, increase magic defense by 5%, and then increases my magic potency. So this will also make me do bigger barriers. And then this is just OG City use. Okay. I'm remembering these buttons. Sacred Soil, very familiar with that one. Recitation, this makes all of 4 of these moves a crit. Basically, whatever gives me barriers. Oh, X-Hog heals? I'm sorry, I'm trying to learn Scholar now. I'm not trying to learn Scholar, but you know what I mean. Oh, X-Cog. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Trying to make sure I know what these buttons do if I'm going to be playing it. Indomitability. What the fuck is that? Indomitability. Oh, this is the AoE. Oh, okay. This is the AoE version of this. Lustrate. So, why doesn't it work for Lustrate? Maybe it's not like Lustrate. Indomitability. It is like Lustrate. Just AoE. Interesting. That's probably the worst button to use it on, I imagine. You probably don't even need to use it on X-Cog. And then it's probably best for Adlo Sucker, because it'll give you a crit barrier. Like if there's a situation where I have to use Recitation on X-Cog or the other one, Indom, then something has gone terribly wrong. It's probably best to just get the barrier. And then this is deployment tactics, right? So this is when I put a barrier on someone. I use deploy. Try to spread it across the team. And And so now every teammate will have galvanized, but it won't give them catalyze if I have catalyze up. Okay, gotcha. And it's the time remaining. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. And then this is removes when I put a barrier. I'm not looking at the tooltips. I know it's popped up, but I'm trying to remember what they do without looking. This is removes the effect of a barrier on my next heal, but will increase HP by that amount. So that's like a, let's say 180 potency or 180%. If my heal does 5k, the 180% of that'll be a barrier, will actually just be extra healing. So that'll be a, what, 10,000, 14,000 heal? Right? I can math. Yeah, that'll just be a 14,000 heal. Let me see. Right? It has to be a big heal. What the fuck? Okay, I need to use that button more. I absolutely need to use that button more. Again, I don't think I should have to use it, but that is a crazy button, and it's spammable too. Look at that. I didn't know it was spammable. I've legit just been sitting on it. Again, obviously, I want to get to a situation where, like, I shouldn't have to use it, but it's definitely there. It is definitely there. Cerulean tank is completely empty. And then I believe I remember what all my fairy buttons do. This is Summon Seraph, which is basically just every time your fairy heals you, you get barriers. And then you can, like, press buttons to, like, do other stuff. Let me see. Consolation. It'll put a barrier on everybody. And you get 2 of those. Oh, it gives you just a straight... So whatever you healed, you get a barrier for that, too. That's actually pretty good. And then these are also... Yeah, we already talked about those. And then that is the tether. Okay. Yeah, I like playing Scholar. I'm just bad at it. I get EOS taken a long way. Stuff there. Okay, well, go fuck me, I guess. Oh god, I'm using Adlo. Signs of any seeds in the area. However, during your search, you stumble upon a stuffed toy bear. Absolutely. One more thing. Oh, too far. Oh god, where am I? You are met with a congeries of seeds. Some are too soft, some too hard, but these seem just right. So this is the marketplace. I guess this was the marketplace in here. Can we even get up there? How do we get up there? So you have to go this way. On the main bridge. Jeez, look at it, man. Yeah, look at this. Look at this shit. How much of this was just the regular castle? And how much of this was built after everybody got thralled? Look at this shit. It looks like Hollow Bastion. That is crazy. That's right, I'm not on Ninja. Overtuned specimen. These were people. Oh my god. Jesus, man. I gotta put you on. There we go. Got them all. I'm going to kill you because I have to talk to this kid. I'm now immortal. Block street. Who are you? Mother sent you? Tell her I won't go to the enemy's camp. I'm going home. The boy with the sky blue hair has made good his escape. You'd best resume your search for this obstreperous You had best resume your search for this obstreperous youth. What the fuck?
Obstreperous.
Noisy and difficult to control. Obstreperous. Also a good word. So this is the tavern. We're near the tavern then. I was trying to see if I can get an eye on it, but... Stop following me! Wait, did you say... I thought this was a different quest. I'm sorry. Once again, the boy with the sky blue hair has taken flight and will likely be looking over his shoulder for signs of trouble from now on. With a weary sigh, resumed the hunt. Follow the boy from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed or if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to come... Oh, yeah. Alright, I won't follow you, man. Luck is a judgment, baby. Oh. One more right here. No. Oh! They almost got me. What? Gasp. Must have been the wind. Oh shit, we're Skyrim in his ass. Is he gonna come back around? I don't even see a hiding spot. You're good, bro. Perhaps I lost him. Must have been the wind. It's going that way. We're playing my song again. What home, kid? You have no home. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but look at this place. Shit. Fuck. Woo! Damn it! No, he saw me! No! The dude was just kind of chilling there, man. Yeah. Right? Like, that dude said, huh? And did a whole, like, 400-meter dash to come get me. Alright, man, I'm not stopping you. Right, this is bait, right? Or is it coming up? I think the bait's coming up. Yeah, that's right. Must have been the wind. Best hiding spot is right there. Sit here for a little bit, right? And then he's gonna go around. And then we go to the bus. Or truck, or whatever that is. You know what Garlemald kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of lower Midgard, the slums, after the plate falls. Everything's like severely destroyed and whatnot. That moment still, to me, because I played FF7 when I was like not new to deep storylines, but like the deepest storyline I had ever played was like Jack 2, right? Like, I hadn't played anything crazy. And so playing FF7 and then just suddenly like, oh, and by the way, all of these innocent people died. You know what I mean? Like, that was pretty crazy for me as a kid, man. Plus, like the way I am, I kind of like, look, they're pixels, they're like computer code, they're not real, but it still bothers me whenever like people get hurt. Fuck off. It still bothers me when people get hurt in a video game. Oh my god. I just found his destroyed home. Okay, now I can kick your ass. Yeah, dude, the mobs have mechanics now. So this was his home. No, our home. It was here. Right here. You again? Leave me alone. I'm staying here to build a new house. Bigger and better than the old one. Days youth on Minecraft. The child has escaped your grasp yet again. Though this may be construed as a particularly tiresome endeavor, remember that he is only a child and knows no better. You should find him before he comes to harm. Kid, come on. Here we go. You can't build a house on your own. Everyone knows that you need a server of at least 64 people before you can start to build a house of your own. Gosh. Get behind me. Successfully mashed square. Why do you care so much? We're enemies, remember? Why are you trying to help me? How does your mother feel if something were to happen to you? I don't care what you say. We don't need your help. But Mother's worried. I should go back to the station. How sad. Finish this one time. Was this the defensive building, I think? The one they said was built to withstand ether? Looks like a whole ass city hall. I think this was that building. Seneculum Imperialis, Imperial Senate. I love that. Oh, I gotta look at it first. I love that the attack is called the Run Amok. In Dissidia, the main villain from Final Fantasy II, the Emperor, he has a move where, so he was a zoner. He had these like big like boards that he would throw, and he was like sit on the map with that, and they would never, they would disappear after a very long time. It was basically just blocking all parts of the map. And one of his voice lines for one of those moves was what the hell? Why couldn't I use it? Oh, that's a different one. Oops. My fault. Which one was it? No, these are good. I don't need these anymore. Ah, there it is. Okay. With folded hands. But yeah, Emperor would just be like, run amok. Run amok. Run amok. Run amok. And that's all you would hear the entire fight. A lot of people like to talk about Cloud and going burn, but I think that one's pretty up there. See, one that stuck out to me was a Squall. Whenever you do his EX burst, he would be like, "Don't make me laugh." And for whatever reason, I thought the way he said it was funny. Press an X. Oh. I certainly did not expect you of all people to come to my rescue. You arrived just in the nick of time. Had you come any later, I fear you may have been forced to carry a load of dead weight back to the camp. I was on my rounds when I heard what I assumed to be a refugee crying for help. I made to aid the poor soul when some Imperial Reds set upon me. Looking at it with a more critical eye, that refugee may have been nothing but bait for a trap. My head was muddled from the chaos of it all, but I swear I heard the man speak the name Lord Nerva. If my ears did not deceive me, this would mean remnants of the 3rd Legion are still abroad. They perhaps seem to fleece us both of both provisions and arms. Oh, interesting. A deserter must be brought in for questioning before the effects of that compound of yours wears off. I shall return to the station at once to report in and ensure that our forces have captured the scoundrel. So there was just like a random rotor out here. Run amok. Drag it by force back to the camp. I'm gonna go do this RoboCop fate. Since I'm in the area. I should be able to do it, right? Let's see how much damage I can do. I should be able to do it, but it'll take forever. That's just really good. not using this. I want to live. I'm gonna walk all the way out to this side. Come on. No! I died. Let's head back. Gotta waste one of my tickets. Well, I guess while I'm here, I want to do that fate though. Finish it at least. But there's some quests right here. I'm gonna go finish that fate. It's so far away too. I can't fly in. Yeah, almost. They always spawn on you when you don't want them to. Just gotta make our way through the city. Won't be so bad, hopefully. Yeah, man. This is kind of sad. When you think about it. Look how much the city resembled, like, you know, I think I said this before, but like, the city resembled like the player's life a lot. It's kind of crazy to see something that looks familiar to us, you know, in such a destroyed state, no less. I'm actually trying to come up with me. That's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Flyer. So now I gotta go all the way back. I could teleport, it'd be way faster, but I mean, it's right there. Plus, it's not the last quest that we have to do here. I should actually, I'm gonna hide the ones that we've completed. Or rather, put these on top. There we go. There might be some, there are none in this area. Alright, well. They're all on the other side. Senate again? No. What building is this? It's the tower? Yep, Palladium Nova. Yeah. So this whole area was an Nova. Oh no, it wasn't. It was just like this, right? Hello, I've come to deliver aid, but I can't seem to find you. Whoever you are. Maybe it's down. Okay, there you are. You retrieve a tank containing a small amount of cerulean. The spirit bottles. It's 10:34. I can actually play for a lot longer. Hey, you know, good news. I might be able to do some MSQ before I go to bed. I didn't realize it was so early. I mean, I say early, but it's 10:30. But usually hop off at 12. And the side quests here have been really good. Like I hope you feel the same, but this entire session, I haven't really felt like I'm missing out by not doing MSQ. I feel like I'm doing MSQ with how good these side quests have been so far. Like, they are really good as far as the side quests in the series go. God damn it. Chocobo foot. Objective down there. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, at least you're experiencing them. One way or another. I'm happy to be of service. Well, we're in the right area. Remember, he said it was between a tavern and a bookshop, and that they had a large imperial flag in front of the house. Let me know the moment you find anything that might be useful, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Now let's start our search. Okay, so it was a different tavern. I guess they didn't say tavern for Blue Hair Kid. I definitely remember there was another quest that mentioned a tavern. Piece of drenched paper. This is the flag. This must be the house, right? You find a letter amidst the rubble. It begins, "Dearest Velussus, I pray this message finds you well. Gallo will be eager to inspect this potentially vital clue." Found something, have you? Let's have a look. It's addressed to Velussus, and from his parents, no less. And you said you found it nearby. It looks like someone's tried to clear away the rubble, then thought better of it. The place is far too exposed. His parents must have come back to see if their boy had returned home, and then left him with this letter. Judging by the condition of the paper, it's safe to assume some time has passed since their visit. We're unlikely to bump into them simply waiting here. I'll write a reply just in case they return, but for now let's head back to Velussus. Excellent work finding this. Well, that's good news. You know, his name is probably pronounced Volussus, Not Volusis. You know, thinking about like Stolas and how that's pronounced. Probably Volusis. That also sounds way cooler. I keep forgetting the way to get in there is from up here. If I actually go to where we actually go in, I can turn in those 2 quests up there, so that's good. I wonder what building this was. Oh, this was a church? Kinda looks like one, right? Or no, these were all residential areas, weren't they? So this was someone's house. This was just some dude's house. This big ass... Damn, okay, I see you. He signed me up for the Garlean military, you know what I'm saying? That's just someone's house. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, wrong job. Hold on. Got to go back to, There you are, Hayes. I've been awaiting your return. Our comrade reported in just moments ago, and I have heard it all. Not only did you save him from the hands of that Imperial, but you provided us the opportunity for his capture. The men I sent out to apprehend that blackguard have sent word that he is not, in fact, tempered as we assumed. Rather, he is one of many who are determined to fight until the bitter end. As invaders in their lands, we've drawn their ire. I have my fair share of misgivings about any who fight under the Imperial standard, but considering the circumstances, surely it would be in the interest of both sides to lay down our weapons, to make at least an attempt at cooperation. Such idle musings can be saved for less troublesome times. Troublous times, I suppose. Oh yes, how foolish of me. I nearly forgot. The fellow you saved earlier has asked me to give you this as thanks for your help. Interesting. So some of the tempered Imperials we've been seeing are not necessarily tempered. They're just, you know, rival factions in the apocalypse, basically. I was wondering when I would see you again. I'm happy to report my son has returned. Poor creature. You should have seen him. Tears pouring down his little cheeks, crying his apologies to me. I know that you were the one who found him, though he didn't mention a word of it to me. I almost couldn't believe my ears when he said he wouldn't mind moving to your camp. He was dead against it only hours ago. What could have happened, I wonder? What? It was attacked by that horrid Magitech, you say? Goodness, this has been quite a shock for my little man. Thank you for coming to his rescue. There's a salutary lesson to be gained from all this, though. One that I hope he retains. Not scorn to proffered hand when one is in need, whether that hand be friend or foes. At any rate, I thank you for finding him. It's not much, but please, I insist. It's not much. It's not much. It gives me a whole ass Etherberg. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's not much. It's just the ability to fly wherever you want in this area. Have a good day, sir. Unaddressed letter, you say? Could it be for my sister? Give it to me. Let me see. No, this isn't her handwriting. I had so hoped it would be. She was taken before her time, and I never even had the chance to say goodbye. Jesus. No, I'm not gonna turn it in yet. What is this? Soup, you say? That's very kind of you. It's been far too long since I had a hot meal. Can't rightly remember the last time. let me guess. This is an Ishgardian recipe, isn't it? My mother used to make something similar, once upon a time. It was a red soup well known in these parts. Thank you for bringing me this reminder of happier days. Days I hope to see return to our country. I feel like that was significant. Like, that stirred something in my memory, but I don't want to, like, live by that. But I feel like there was some kind of quest in Ishgard that related to What in the world is that? For pity's sake, get it away from me. It made me sick with that foreign trash you lots call food. Okay, bye. It's a recipe from cold climes that might be to your liking. Oh, enough. What are you, some two-gill salesman? I'll take the damnable thing if it'll shut you up. Boy, if you don't... A broth of Ermience's design. Few are those who can resist its delectable scent and inviting curls of steam. Are you gonna eat this whole thing? Oh. Oh my, that is nice, isn't it? So warm. What the hells are you looking at then? I got my food, now off with you. What, afraid I'll run off with a bowl, are you? I'm not that hard up as to resort to stealing. I can get it back to the cook just fine on my own. Asshole. Kaya. Huh. Unaddressed letter? Could it be? Quickly, give it here. I knew it. Yes, this is his handwriting, right? I would know it anywhere. Thank you for bringing it to me. No, wait, please. Do not go yet. I'll make a friendly face about me while I read it, if you wouldn't mind. Humans have a tendency to become trapped in the past, using them no longer. I implore you not to let this happen. Now is the time for you to look forward, rediscover love, and all of the other joys of life. Damn. It's her partner. I can practically hear his voice in my ears as I read this. Promise that we would be together until the end of our days, thick and thin. Yet here I am. To the future. Trust that there is always more light ahead. Yes, how right you are. Thank you. I'll take those words to heart. With my sincerest gratitude, and please give my thanks to the one who found my darling's letter. Damn, dude. Shit's hard, man. You know? It's nothing they did. It's just Xenos ruining all these people's lives. For what? So he could, like, you know, bare knuckle brawl me one more time? It's fucking stupid. So first you march into our homeland, easy as you please, and now you tell us what foods we're to eat? Well, that's very rich indeed. Let me tell you something, you little weasel. I spit on your charity. You hear? Spit on it! So you can take that soup of yours and stuff it where the sun don't shine. Okay, bye. Starve. I don't give a fuck. Boluses. Did you find anything? Look, you can't say I didn't try with the soup, alright? I tried. Why, yes, we did. A letter to you addressed from your parents, in fact. This is sure to help in our search. I know it. Can I see it? This is addressed to me, but This isn't Mom or Dad's handwriting. What? Don't give up so easily, Velasquez. Here, let me read it for you. I am injured, but am in... Do not worry about me. For now you must stay out of danger. Love, Vipsania. I am injured, but am in... Wait, what? Oh, I see. Fortunately, it looks like the part detailing their location got wet at some stage. It's completely illegible. Huh? Wait. Vipsania, that's Mom's name. Ah, so it is from her after all. Oh, there's a good chance she's still alive. I knew it. No, something's not right here. We're one step closer to finding her. Is she taken hostage or something? Kidnapped, maybe? In all honesty, I'm amazed we found anything. Thank you for convincing me that the search was worthwhile. It's clear as day to me now why your comrades have nothing but praise for you. With you on the case, we'll find his mother in no time. I don't feel comfortable. I'm gonna turn on everything else though, and then we're gonna finish that up. Oh, you've returned, and a great deal sooner than I'd assumed. Well, have you captured for me what I asked? It only took 2 tries. Yes, this is it! It is a most impressive specimen, would you not agree? Crafted in Garabania, it moves as if wrought from flesh and bone, not of metal and screws. It's a monument to Garlean ingenuity and innovation. And I should know, I had a hand in its inception. Alas, it was to be my swan song. Once Alamigo fell, I returned to Garlemald to languish in retirement until the end of my days. I thought that would be the end of my story. But my life has been granted a new chapter in the form of an acquaintance newly made. A flaxen-haired man taught me all manner of ancient elegant technologies, and it is through this newfound wisdom I shall craft magitech capable of independent thought, equipped with cognition to rival a flaxen-haired man. Taught you all manner of ancient elegant technologies. Mankind's. The empire is in ruins. I should not go quietly into that dying light. I have the luxury of time, one ticking clock to war against. I will take all the hours afforded me to craft a machine of such magnificence. Magnificence. My genius cannot be gainsaid. Machines with thoughts and emotions to call their own. I am beside myself with excitement. Oh, what a brave new world we are soon to set foot into, my friend. How lucky you are to know you aided in its naivety. Or nativity. I was right to turn to you. You have my most sincere gratitude. I'm going to decline that. I want to read that again. What does flaxen mean? Flaxen hair. Curly? A curly-haired person? I guess it's not really curly. It's like a... I don't know how else to describe it. It's like the blonde celebrity haircut. Wavy, wavy. That's what I'm looking for. It's like wavy hair, long wavy hair. Flaxen-haired man. Who is that? A flaxen-haired man taught me all manner of ancient elegant technologies. Oh, it's Graha. It's Graha. Right? Because it would have to be somebody that's down here. Graha's down here, and Graha has knowledge of elegant technology because he studied it for 1,000 years. Try as you might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands. Perhaps in their eyes, the very cause of their suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we mustn't give up. I mean, that's not the hairstyle I saw, but I guess it, you know, whatever. Oh, right, I'm turning in everything else. Why, just look at you. Not so much as a scratch. Thank you, Adlo. Now then, have you the tanks I requested? knew you'd come through. Without the cerulean, we might as well have been frozen to death. It may not be much, but we're grateful for it. Believe me. Still, what we have here is but a small bandage atop a very large wound. While this amount of fuel is only a stopgap measure, discovery means that more can likely be found farther afield. If I am to be honest, I often find myself wishing for a savior, one who will lead us into more promising times, as Emperor Solus once did. Someone who might pluck us from this sad lot. But no man or woman as great as he will ever appear again, at least not in our lifetimes. No, we've only to rely on ourselves now, to rebuild our fallen cities brick by brick, stone by stone. It'll prove a grueling task, one that will take us years. Just thinking about it makes my head spin, but you've shown me that if we all pull our weight, it's not so unrealistic a goal. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving me the courage to go on. There you are. So, how did you fare? Did you manage to deliver the soup like I asked? Oh, turned away by one surly citizen, were you? It's unfortunate, although not entirely surprising. People here have been through more than most. I'm not a stranger and tired to their pain. When Ishgard was in dire straits, I too found myself fatigued beyond measure. My spirit was in the doldrums. I was hanging on by a quickly unraveling thread, it felt, and hope was nothing more than a risible dream. But it was at the holy stables when a woman, one I had never before met, offered me a simple bowl of soup. Okay, I wasn't crazy. There was a quest where you make soup or something, and that's where it was. There's a fireplace by the stables, the Chocobo stables in Ishgard. And I remember at the end of the quest line, you all eat soup in a circle around the fire. So they're from Garlemald. The person who came up with that soup, they're Garlean. It was at the holy stables when a woman, one I had never before met, offered me a simple bowl of soup. I was in such a dark, foul mood at the time, but one sip was enough to turn my whole world around. I felt alive again, like I had purpose once more. I felt to emulate that charity. Do for these people what that kindly lady did for me. But you know what they say, within the best laid plans and all that. Well, I won't let one fractious local dampen my spirits. I'm only sorry you had to deal with them. Judging by that look on your face, you found the citizen for whom the letter was intended. That's a relief. People here have witnessed unspeakable horrors, forced to live through the tragic deaths of loved ones. Little wonder their spirits were so broken. Only there was some magic spell capable of healing shattered hearts. I would be only too happy to cast it for them. But alas, only time can heal such wounds. Until they've recovered, we must offer our support. Stand with them during these trying times. Wish I could provide more. At any rate, your help was much appreciated. Thank you. I will take the money. Yeah, that quest is sad. I can't imagine like being separated from someone you care about and just not knowing if you're ever going to see them again as a result of like war and whatnot. You know, that shit happens in today's world too. It's not just video game shit. It's crazy. Good to see you returned, and unharmed at that. Where did your search go? Well, I hope. Let us see here. An old bottle of spirits, though not a drop left to drink. Pity that. Anyhow, the size is perfect for my purposes. What do we have here? A perfume bottle. A touch on the small side, no getting around that, but usable in its own way. Oh, smell that? It's managed to retain some of its scent. Imagine the aroma it will produce once we've added heat. As you know, for the Garleans, the flame is all. It is said that when our ancestors first arrived in this blighted, frigid land, lived long in darkness, unable to breathe fire into their world. What they lacked in magic, though, they made up for in guile. took what fat and oils they could from the animals of these wilds and chased away their shadows. Until, of course, they at last learned to extract ceruleum from Cerulean ingens. Cerulean ingens, huh? Like those first settlers before me, I'll carve out a bright spot of hope in this darkness with these lanterns. Thank you for all that you've done, really. Cerulean ingens. Okay, so that's the mining rig. Gotcha. Is that the only place ceruleum spawns? Surely it can't be. There you are, and none the worse for wear. Oh, that look on your face. I take it to mean you found the seeds there. You have? How wonderful. I sought abroad on my daughter's spirits and hopefully entice her to put a bit of food in her belly. Why, look at all you have brought. Medicine? A toy bear? I did not even ask, and yet... Goodness. So touched. You are too kind, truly. My life lately, if one can even call it that, has been consumed by concern. Concern for my daughter's safety, where her next meal will come from, but her good deed today was a bright spot in these bleak times. To tell the truth, you are not the first to show us unexpected compassion. Being from the provinces, I feared the Garleans here would turn us away, but they offered us food and shelter. If it weren't for them, we may not be alive today. Now we owe a debt of gratitude to you and your contingent. Thanks to you, my daughter will grow strong again. Of this I'm sure. While I can't offer much, I want you to have this, and I will not take no for an answer. Thanks, man. Alright, well. Talk to Gala and Boluses. Until now, I thought that the best thing we could do for Volusis is to take him straight to Camp Broken Glass. With the new information that has come to light, perhaps it is better for him to wait a little longer, at least while we search for his parents. I appreciate you looking for them. I really do. If you're going to thank anyone, thank Hayes for changing my mind. Right, so let's go over what we learned from the letter. Lipsania is injured, but in a safe location. Alessa says it's not his parents' handwriting, which means she must be with another person entirely. Someone she can ask to write letters in her stead, or at least that's what I make of it. You know where she might go in a time of emergency? Maybe... Palladium Novum? She was a maid there. The last time I saw her, she was on her way there. Even with all the fighting, she had lots to do. She told me to keep listening to the radio, in case there was any news about the war. If anything really bad happened, we were to meet here at the station. Shit. So the radio kept you from harm, and thanks to her forethought, you were able to find shelter immediately after the city descended into chaos. Your mother is a clever woman indeed, but I wonder, why hasn't she made her way here? She worked at Palladium Novum, Titus and Nerva's residence. Perhaps when she learned the station was held by their enemies, the First Legion, she may have thought against coming here. And with the war effectively over, she may have been suspected as a spy or the like. So, any thoughts on the matter? Associates of the royal family. No. Why don't you be associated with associates of the royal family? What royal family, first of all? Oh, no, wait, wasn't the third... The third was ran by... The third was ran by... I think the proper successors of the throne? Did they really? What? Why? That's crazy. Indeed. Explains why she told Valessus not to worry about her and think only of his own safety. At any rate, let's make our way to Palladium Novum and see what we can find. That's crazy. And normally Sega's really good about keeping their OSTs on Spotify. They might move a couple of licensed songs, but to have the entire thing done, it's kind of crazy. I wonder if maybe it's in. Was it just the Naganuma songs? Because that's what Jet Set Radio Future only has the original songs made for the game. It doesn't have any of the licensed ones. I wonder if that's even on there still. Yes, Patty? Hold on, my cat is calling me. I think she's hungry. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, Concept of Love is not on there? So that's the future soundtrack. So that was all original songs. So they got rid of all the original songs. And not every song for Future was made by Naganuma. There was like what, BB Rights and Richard Jacques made some songs for Future as well. So all of those songs are gone on Spotify. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know if it means anything, but we do know that Sega is working on a new Jet Set Radio. If the, like, we got some credible leaks. They showed like a little dev reel that they had, and Sega did announce that they had plans to make a new one. It was like a new Jet Set Radio and something else. Well, they said they were gonna bring back their old IPs like Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, etc. And then we saw what it was apparently, allegedly, footage of a new Jet Set Radio game. But I don't know if taking the soundtrack means anything. I don't see why they would take the soundtrack off. That's weird. Well, this is it. Palladium Novum. A far cry from its former glory, but relatively untouched compared to some parts of the capital. It was built to last, so the lower floors ought to provide adequate refuge. However, there are are countless Majestic drones patrolling the perimeter, attacking any who approach. I don't explain why those inside have been unable to seek some shelter elsewhere. How ironic that the very Machina that once protected Garlemald are now one of the greatest threats to her people. But now is not the time for such musings. I know the interior well enough that I should be able to locate any survivors fairly quickly. Keep the Magitech drones away while I'm inside. I'll be back as soon as I finish my search. In the meantime, take care. Yeah, I got you. Where did you go? You go in here? Thanks, dude. Judging by the din outside, I encountered some trouble. Yeah, my thanks. Fortunately, I saw no sign of the royal family or Vipsania in there, or anyone at all for that matter. Instead, it wasn't a complete waste of time. It looked like people had been living in there until fairly recently. There's a radio in there too. Nice! Okay. One of the newer models, so I imagine they avoided being tempered. It appears they've all taken provisions and warmed clothing with them, which indicates they had plenty of time to plan their exit. I did, however, spot a map of the capital, which had marked the route from here to Synaculum Imperialis. See where this is leading, yes? I decided to Imperialis. Precisely. It's hard to imagine Vipsania parting with the royal family at this point, which means she must have accompanied them on their journey. Judging by the condition of the rooms inside, I would say only a few days have passed at most since their departure. When you're ready, let's head to the Synaculum Imperialis and resume our search. That place got fucked up too, right? Because it's fortified against magic, or ether, but not Magitech. Ready, I take it? Then let's resume our search. We'll be heading to the Synaculum Imperialis, that enormous stone building to the northwest. Hopefully that's where we'll find Vipsania. I'm starting to remember what the, I mean, I know I just heard it, but I'm starting to remember what the quest accepted sound like. Like, I'm humming it in my normal humming. So that's good. I still think it's not one of the best ones, though. I really like the Shadowbringers one. Bam, 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 bam. Bears the insignia of the Royal Guard. Only the most proficient and experienced warriors are accepted into their ranks. Alas, he is no longer among the living, though evidently he has only been here a short while. What could have happened here? Yeah! That came from... Oh, that was somebody else. I thought it was her. That came from nearby. Come on! Yeah! I could have done a better scream than that. Yeah! Alright, man? I have no idea who you are, but I owe you a great debt. There's a wounded woman over there by the name of Vipsania! Please tend to her as well. Shit, what are we waiting for? I see you're not one of them, but who are you? Just when I was about to lose all hope, you appear. Managed to put down the last of them. I still can't quite believe you're here at my son's request. You should be proud. Were it not for him, we might have never found you. I'm sure he'll be eager to express his gratitude to this gentleman here. Yes, he and I both served the royal family, at least until the city was plunged into chaos. I was badly injured and been by my side ever since. While I was still recovering, he even penned letters for me and placed them in the ruins of my home for my loved ones to find. Your praise is wasted on me, truly. After all, I and my comrades stopped you from going to meet your family at the First Legion's encampment. For our own selfish reasons. And even the Endwalker Imperialis, our supposed safe haven, was attacked by rampaging Magitech. I shall never live down the shame of failing to protect the members of the royal household in my care. Thanks to you both, I have been spared. Is he mixed race? He looks like an Elizin, but he has hero ears. I think he's mixed race. That's actually pretty cool. The only other confirmed mixed race character is Hilda in Ishgard. She is also Elizin and hero mixed. I believe her dad was an Ishgardian noble, I think, and then her mom was just like a street rat or something like that. Or something along those lines. But basically Hilda was not born into the best of circumstances, and then she was, like, of course, made fun of for being a bastard child. Thanks to you both, I have been spared an untimely end. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. Yeah, he's mixed! That's really cool, actually. Or can... no, Elizin can't have hero ears. Yeah, this guy's just straight mixed. We're glad to help. And for what it's worth, I'm sure my comrades in the First would rather let bygones be bygones than perpetuate old grudges. The two of you must come with us to Tertium. That goes double for you, Vipsania. Your son will be overjoyed to see you again. So Hilda's, how you can tell Hilda, she's the same size as you here, but she has, Elizin ears. And I him. We've been apart for far too long. Let's waste no more time here. But we better not rush, given your injuries. Just gonna... I have a surprise for you, Volusis. Did you find her? Mom! I'm so sorry, my love. Simply have to know. Why did you leave Palladium Novum? We both serve the kin of Lord Nerva, so it was decided we both serve the kin of Lord Nerva, so it was decided we would join the Third Legion in the Endwalker Imperialis. But as soon as we set foot outside, the streets were overrun by soldiers in the throes of madness, majestic drones attacking anyone who dared cross their path. It's a miracle we even managed to escape. We eventually made it to the Endwalker Imperialis and hid inside. but it didn't take long for the Machina to find us. We stepped in just when we had begun to abandon hope. Looks like we arrived in the nick of time. To be separated from my dear boy was more than I could bear. I knew that even without my injuries, I wouldn't stand a chance out there on my own. But we're together now, aren't we? That's all that matters. What about your dad? Wasn't he also looking for his dad? He said my parents, right? He said my parents are out there. Not my mom. And it's all thanks to you. Seeing their smiles has made it all worthwhile. She is right. We'll never forget what you've done for us. You truly are a hero. Why are they laughing? Where's his dad? This reminds me of why I joined the Vigilis Urbani all those years ago. It's true what they say. Good deed really is its own reward. I wonder, you know, just thinking of the name, I wonder if Vigilis Urbani is like she was a police officer or something. You know? Like urban vigilante or something like that. Maybe she was a cop. Any road. Best stay here a while to allow Vipsania time to recuperate. She's still injured after all. And we can head to Camp Broken Glass. Where is his dad? Am I tripping? Sin, he said he was looking for his parents, right? Am I tripping? Okay, there's another quest. Oh, thank God. Okay, we're gonna get answers. I'm like, what? Am I crazy? I'm like, did they just forget about this dude? Vipsania is worried for her beloved. I hadn't had a moment's peace since we were forced to shelter inside Palladium Novum, but now my son and I might finally find refuge from the madness that swept through our city. For better or worse, we have no possessions to speak of, so we're ready to leave whenever you are. And rest assured, I'm well enough to make the journey. I swear I won't slow you down. But what about Dad? He wanted us all to meet here if anything happened. Your father's a resourceful man. I'm sure wherever he is, he's found a way to get by. And if he does make his way here, the others will tell him where we've gone. Oh, what was I thinking? I was so glad to have found you that I completely forgot about your husband. Yeah. It's fine, really. He's the chief of Juturna Platform G, and the last I saw of him, he was on his way to work. I expect he's still there now, and if not, he may have found somewhere safer. He's in the cave. Juturna Platform G is by the oil, or not oil, by the ceruleum rig. Or that is the ceruleum rig, rather. Something on your mind, Ace? Someone else was worried about the chief. Really? I must speak with them. What a fortunate coincidence. First things first, let's get you to Camp Broken Glass before we start making further inquiries. Nice. Okay, so the side quests are gonna merge. I like when they do this. Another time where they do this is in Ruxika Greatwood. A lot of the side quests merge together, and that's when you start doing the Great Serpent of Ranka, or Ranka. Yeah, so that's 3 different side quests, and they merge to become one long, like, side quest chain. It's actually really cool. You get a lot of lore from that. Greetings, Hayes. You may be interested to know that we've been kept rather busy with getting the platform up and running again. Oh, that's right, the chief had the key! He had the key! So his dad has the key to the, thing. Okay, my bad, I thought he was in the cave. Never mind. Well, yes, of course. I'd be happy to share what I know. Is it true you used to work on Jaterna Platform G? I did indeed. And you must be Chief Frontinus' wife. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm so sorry to hear you've been kept apart from your husband this entire time. Sadly, I have no clue where he is either, but I'll tell you what I know. He disappeared with the identification key? That doesn't sound like him at all. Useful information to be sure, but we'll need more than that before we can go looking for him. Alessis, could you tell us anything about your father? He's ever so kind, and he never breaks a promise. Good at making plans, too. It was his idea for us to meet at the station. That sounds like the chief. All his ideas are firmly founded on logic. Tertium would act as an ideal underground shelter, and if the trains were still running, they would provide the perfect escape route. My husband is also a dyed-in-the-wool patriot. He made a point of hanging the Imperial flag in front of our house for all the neighborhood to see, and often spoke of his devotion to the Empire. We have a lot in common, the Chief and I. I'm certain he only took the key to stop others from misusing the platform. Speaking of the key, could you tell us more about it? It grants access to the entire fuel supply network, a pipeline that connects countless facilities including the platforms and the Enceladium. I think we have all the pieces of the puzzle, but how do they fit together? Must have gone to the Enceladium, right? I'm trying to protect his family from what? Having gas? Yes. The cerulean pipeline is at the root of this. That's a distinct possibility. Let's suppose he went to the Enceladium after collecting an identification key. What next? Well, that's it. He could use the key to halt the supply of ceruleum to the Magitek drones. Deprived of fuel, most of them would be rendered entirely inoperable. If he succeeded, it's a big if. There's no telling what kind of danger he could be in now. White, Hayes, Rimolo. There's no time to waste. To the Enceladium. How do you know his name? You just met. That's up there. I mean, it's about the same distance, honestly, and I'd rather just go straight. Instead of having to teleport to Tertium and then navigate this maze, like, all the twists and turns will probably make it a longer trip. I really want to join that Ultimate Coils of Bahamut, but unfortunately I don't have it unlocked. I wouldn't even do it now, by the way. I just really want to do like some Ultimate Prog. I don't think they're blind though, so I probably wouldn't do it. Like, I would like to do the Ultimates in order, but I think the first one I clear, I think it has to be Alexander. Just for me, you know what I mean? I say it a lot. I'm sure people are tired of hearing it, but Alexander is and probably always will be my favorite summon in Final Fantasy. And it would mean a lot to me to have that weapon on Ninja, you know? And that title, too. I don't think I'd, like, use the title. I definitely wouldn't use the title, but just to have it, you know? The architecture here certainly makes an impression. This is actually my first time to venture this far, you know. Alright, Romano and I will search the interior while you look around outside. I may yet be waiting for the right moment, in which case you'd seek shelter from the cold. Vipsania said Frontinus has very distinctive long white hair. Your wits about you. Who knows what majestic foes lie in wait? Distinctive long white hair. Alright. Hopefully we don't see anybody that looks like that that's tempered, right? So this is where they process all the cerulean. Go inside here. This will probably be like a quest location. Speak to this NPC. Speak to that NPC. I found nothing. But maybe your search will be more fictitious over there. And then you go to the other room. Yeah, this looks like it was a plant of some sort. Ceruleum stacks. Frontinus does not seem to be here. Try exploring elsewhere. Don't turn around, 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 don't turn around. Ah! Hear someone scream in the distance. Head in the direction of the noise to see if you can locate its source. Leave me alone. Okay, he's alive. Like, fuck. Angry gorilla teeth. Alright, they said he was loyal to the Empire, so this is probably going to be very difficult. You saved me. But why? Is everything alright? Frontinus, yes? We've been looking for you. Must be my lucky day. Things were going. Jones hadn't finished me off. Starvation surely would have. So much for my brilliant plan. After I barely escaped with my life, I holed up within the perimeter walls. My supplies ran out, I decided to take one last crack at it. Look where that got me. Save your strength. We'll get you out of here. Wait. You're not one of us. Correct. My comrades and I have come to Garlemald to lend what help we can. We made camp in Laterum, and your family is there waiting for you. I appreciate Romano for using the actual name instead of calling it Broken Glass like we're just trying to take over the place. They're alive? Thank the heavens. We'll take care of Frontinus. Hurry back to camp and give his loved ones the good news. Leave this to us. We mustn't keep Vipsania and Valesis in suspense any longer. Valesis. bless us. Please, tell my wife and son I'm sorry. Poor Sod really is on his last legs. Better get him something to eat post-haste. You're back. So, did you find my dad? Dad! This is nice. Frontinus. It's wonderful to have you back, Chief. It's wonderful to be back. Believe me. I hope to put a stop to those rampaging drones by cutting off their supply of ceruleum. Yeah, I bit off more than I could chew. You did your best, Chief. That's all anyone could ask. At least you're back with your family. I wouldn't be standing here now if you hadn't saved my bacon. Words can't express my gratitude for all you've done for me and my family. There was one other thing. We had to jury-rig the platform. Is that how you spell that? I did not know that's how you spelled that. I thought it was G-E-R-R-Y. J-E-R-R-Y. We had to jury-rig the platform to get it working again, since you took the key. I know you must be angry, but... Angry? Far from it. We're only trying to help the townsfolk return to a normal way of life. At any rate, I lost the identification key when I was set upon by the drones. Well, they won't be around for much longer if the contingent's got anything to do with it. You're going to love this camp, too. It's full of gifted engineers. I'm sure there'll be all kinds of projects for you to busy yourself with once you're feeling better. Despite everything that's befallen Garlemald, our platform is set to play a starring role in the reconstruction efforts. Indeed. More than that, I'm delighted to be with my family. I miss you too dearly. As did we. Now that we're together again, everything will be alright. I know it will. Thanks to our newfound friends, I'm giving you another chance at happiness. Nice shot of the ceruleum rig. Good side quest. Good side quest. Alright. That's it. That's all of them. That is all of them. Now I wonder, it's 11:36. What do you think? Should I do some MSQ? Like, do what I can? Or should I just call it and start fresh next section? I kind of want to start fresh next session. And kind of, you know, just have it be MSQ focused instead of trying to like rush it and like squeeze it in, you know what I mean? Oh, gotcha. Okay, bet. I'll probably be logged in for a little bit longer. I might just do fates or whatever in this area. Or there was something I wanted to check actually. What was it? Oh, right. I need to go to Ishgard. I wanted to confirm what I was thinking about the soup lady. I'm pretty sure it's her. I'm pretty sure I'm like not crazy. Okay, so it's by Skysteel. Let's see. Should be down here. And then up here. Armiance, yeah! So much is lost in war, but crying and complaining won't bring naught back. It's best to count our blessings for what we have, don't you think? Are you from Garlemald? Your name doesn't sound Garlean. You don't have the eye? Interesting. You know, I might do something. I gotta eat first, though. I am hungry. So, I'm gonna eat first and then probably do a little bit. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I definitely want to do some fates. Or maybe I should do the fates now. Yeah, I'll do them now. Cause if you're about to go to bed, I'll do them now. And then I'll eat after. But I'm gonna turn off the stream though. So thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You know, I know this was side quest the session, but I actually enjoyed those side quests. Those were actually really good. Like I think in general, as far as side quests go in 14, like I think they're all pretty good. But those were S tier. Compared to like every other one that I did. Like I'm definitely gonna remember those and think about those. Those were actually really good. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching me run amok. Have a good one, and I'll be live again tomorrow. And hopefully with Cam. Hopefully I won't feel completely insecure. So, peace.